Shalom, call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, call Kadash Barakatah. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect that puts his truth throughout the four corners of the earth. And today I want to touch in basically on everything that's going on with these other nations teaming up to go against America, basically, alright? Because I'm going to go to this article. Alright, so basically, Trump sent some troops over to Iran to help them fight ISIS, all right? And now Trump is thinking about pulling the U.S. troops out of Syria, all right? Because that's where the war is going on in Syria. So now Trump is pulling some, thinking about he wants to pull troops out of Syria, out of the war. And now, basically Iran is saying like, Trump, if you do that, you know, that's gonna be your worst mistake doing that, man. And that's gonna lead to Iran, turning on the U.S., turning on America, all right, and they're gonna end up feuding, and then that's gonna lead to Iran, beefing with the fake Jews in Israel, and we already know they already beefing, you know, they already really at war, cause you got Iran, basically attacking military bases in Israel. You got Israel doing the same. And recently, Iran just, if I'm not mistaken, Iran just bombed one of the military bases in Israel. All right, so if Trump do pull out the troops from Syria, all right, from Syria, from that war in Iran, then basically Iran is gonna stop dealing with America, man, and they're gonna become enemies. All right, I'm gonna read this article from Reuters. Um, says President Donald Trump recently made clear his eagerness to withdraw U.S. troops from Syria, effectively ceding the country to Iran, more chemical attacks, and further conflict. However, mistaking that would be he is inclined to confront Iran through a different withdrawal from the 2015 Iran nuclear deal unless it is fixed by May 12th, since the fundamentally flawed agreed cannot agreement cannot be truly rectified and the US credibility is at stake. That would be the right policy. Alright, so basically, like I was saying, Trump he is really eager on pulling these US troops from Syria, man, from that war. And basically Iran threatened the US and said, if you do that, we got a problem. All right, so I'm gonna go down article a little bit. It says Trump pledged to address both elements of the Iranian threat. See if I can find that. Salaki. All right. I'm gonna just continue to read the Salaki. I'm gonna continue to read the article. It says the Iran nuclear agreement, formerly known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, all but guarantee a nuclear Iran no later than 2030, resuscitating U.S. withdrawal at some point to prevent a critical threat to American national security interests, but there was no urgency for Washington to do so. And it says what was pressing following the Iran Russia alliance with Bashar al Assad gaining the upper hand in Syria's civil war in 2016 through 2017 was a rollback to Tehran's growing regional hegemony. Addressing this first would also have offered Trump more leverage with Iran in correcting the nuclear deal's deep flaws. All right, the point is right here, though. This is the point. Trump said, uh, Trump pledged to address both elements of the Iranian threat, but he has resisted confronting Iran regionally. Recently, he insisted upon the urgency of pulling out of Syria once Islamic State is defeated, and his desire to let other people take care of it. Now, all right, so basically Trump is saying like, you know, he not he not gonna why he thinking about pulling out of that Iranian war in Syria. He's saying like he's not gonna confront Iran, regionally until he basically uh defeats the Islamic religion or the Islamic states. All right, so what he trying to do is he trying to kill off all the Islamic people before he pull out this war, this Iranian war. All right, he said those caretakers would be Iranians and Russians. Right, so him doing that, it's gonna lead to Iranians or Iran uh being allies with Russia. All right, and we know right now that Russia is feuding with America. So if Iran teams up with Russia, then that's another ally that turned their back on America, basically another country that's um that's joining up with our enemy, basically. All right, and that's just gonna make the enemy more powerful at the end of the day, cause all these other nations is gonna basically team up against America. And then once they destroy America, then they gonna start destroying themselves. They gonna it's basically like you know they all come together to destroy a city, and then they all come together, or not a city, a country, but then they all come together against themselves at the end of the day. All right, to see what country is basically the last standing, you know. But at the end of the day, the Lord gonna make it to where they all be desolate, and He destroy all the countries, because the heathens is ruling over it. There ain't no righteousness nowhere in it. But now I'ma go to scripture and show you how this is prophecy being fulfilled right here. This is Salaki. This Matthew chapter 24 verse 6. All right, and it says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." Right, these wars and rumors of wars. Trump is about to is to go to war with these other nations, man. And it says Salakia. Trump. Yeah, like I was saying, Trump he about to go to war with all these other nations. All right. So right now we hearing rumors of wars, as in North Korea, Russia, China. All of these people beefing with America, and we like trillions of dollars in debt with these other nations. So eventually war is gonna break out. Russia is already joining with these other nations, these other power countries to turn against America. But that war will take place before the coming back of Yahweh Shah. And it said, and scripture say, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right. So, it has to come to pass before Yahweh shall come back. Because that's what scripture is saying. This is prophecy, man. So, right now we hearing the rumors of wars, but sooner or later it's gonna come to pass when the wars actually pop off, man. Because Vladimir Putin, he not gonna do no more talking pretty soon. He not about to keep waiting. And Kim Jong Un, he already getting his weaponry and these nukes modified and basically adding these